Our project is simply online, simple way to connect. And the main agenda is the team members' roles and responsibilities, improvements made from the professor's feedback, project description, team working agreement, personas, MVP, technologies, algorithms, diagrams, sprint and recap, product backlog, script and backlog, metrics, sprint 6, GitHub link, live application demo. And the team members are Ajay Kumar is a full stack developer, Amarendra Reddy is a developer, Prithviraj Reddy is a database administrator, Monique developer, and me QA, Raviteja Reddy developer. Improvement from project's feedback. We cooperated, incorporated the professor's feedback and made improvements to the presentation, and they are the average velocity chart in the metrics, and the API slide is added in the presentation. Project description is simply online is a web application that aims to simplify the process of the online classes. This application allows the lecturers to create the visual rooms and share the room ID with the students for seamless connectivity. Using WebRTC technology, simply online allows the group video sharing features and the screen sharing capabilities. This application allows lecturers to easily take attendance with just a click of a button. This platform includes features like automatic attendance and to eliminate the need for the online offers and a comprehensive and the user-friendly solution for educator and students to enhance their online learning experience. And team working agreement participation. All the team members are expected to involve in the project discussion and attend the meetings promptly. Absence due to the multiple meetings will affect the team members' performance and efficiency. The team member can discuss beforehand with team leader if he or she is going to miss the meeting or make it up for before and next meeting is scheduled. Communication. The team will communicate with each other using the WhatsApp group and their meetings will be scheduled on Zoom. Jira software will be used to track the assigned task for any dependency on another task. Task management, bugs, sprint planning, and meeting minutes will be tracked in the Jira. Google Documents will be used where all the team members can edit the document. Work division. The entire project work should be divided into four equal parts and the equal responsibilities and be given to all the team members. Each team member should complete the division of work before the deadline. If they are unable to complete the work on time, that hinders the performance of the entire team. If in that case the team member is facing the trouble and issues and some other and complete the work before the deadline. Meetings. All the team members meetings will be on the Zoom virtually every Tuesday and Friday. All the team members must be present as the attendance is mandatory unless there is an exceptional case. The team leader would be responsible for sending meeting details and conducting the meeting. A meeting track or meeting minutes report would after every meeting to keep track of the project process. Every team member is expected to come up to participate in the discussion, give an update progress for the part of the work. And the persona is like Professor James and aged 45 university professor. James is a tenant professor in the computer science department at a large university. He teaches both the undergraduate and graduate level courses and conducts research in his field. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, his cases has been moved online and he uses various platforms to deliver the lectures, holds office hours, and communicate with his students. He lives with his spouse to a children who are also attending the school virtuality. Goals and motivations deliver high quality lectures and course materials to his students. Engage his students and create a dynamic and interactive virtual student environment. Provide the effective feedback and support to the students. She's Sarah, aged 24, is a college student. Sarah is a full-time student pursuing a degree in psychology. Due to COVID-19 pandemic, her classes have been moved online and she uses Zoom to attend the lectures, participate in group discussions, and communicate with her professors and classmates. She lives in a small apartment with roommates and shares a room with one of them. She has a busy schedule and often has balanced her coursework with a part-time job and responsibilities. Goals and motivations: attend all her classes and be an active participant in the class discussions. Stay organized and manage her time effectively to meet the assignment deadlines. Have a reliable and user-friendly platform for attending the virtual classes. Connect with professors and classmates. Build a community with her codes. Ishika, she is 27 aged elementary school teacher. Ishika is a dedicated elementary school who loves working with children. She has been teaching for years and always looked for ways to improve her classroom management and student management. Ishika is originally from India but moved to US with her family and she has a child. She is fluent in English and Hindi and enjoys cooking traditional dishes in her free time. Goals and motivations. Siska is a dedicated elementary school teacher who loves working with children. She has been teaching for 3 years, always looking for ways to improve her classroom management and student engagement. She is originally from moved to the US and with her family she has a child and she is fluent in English and Hindi and enjoys cooking. Main goal is to create a safe and engaging learning environment for her students. She wants to be attendance quickly and effectively so she can spend more time teaching and less time on the effective task, motivated by opportunity to track the student attendance and identify patterns that might indicate a need to the support. Next will be continued.
Hi guys, I'm Maunik. So from now on, we're gonna discuss about the minimal viable product. As you can see, this is our landing page, simply online. We have options for sign up, and already if you're a user, you get the option to directly log in. As you can see, this is the landing page. Uh, this is a picture of me with my teammates and the working app. So we used a lot of technologies for our project. Some include React, Figma, Netlify, Jira, Python, and Deepface. So this is the architecture diagram of our project. We have front end and back end, all the face recognition and the database and the business logic layer, it stays in the back end, whereas in front end we have Agora SDK and Agora real-time network. So this is the sequence diagram of our project. So a user is asked to sign up and then the Agora SDK validates and adds user to the database. And then the user is added to database and he's prompted to log in. The same goes if he's already a user, he'll directly be asked to log in. So after he logins, a room is going to be created and the SDK again validates and creates a new room. And after a new room is created, there is an option called join room. So the SDK verifies room and the user details and it prompts us to join. You can only join if you are the right user. So this sequence diagram depicts the attendance part of our application. So whenever a take attendance command is given, the Agora SDK validates whether the user is an admin or not. In our case, it's mostly going to be a teacher or a professor. So when it validates that the user is an admin, it sends a message over Agora network to all the users in the room and the attendance details are fetched and the other attendance results are taken. And the same way, users are logged in, they're prompted to take photos so that the AI can verify photos and mark attendance. And that's the way attendance is taken. And the last part is it's going to start recording transcripts and then convert speech to text, then receive text, and then show transcript.
Hey, hello, good evening, everyone. Myself, Prithvi. From here today, I'm going to explain about our Sprint 4 recap. Like we added the two features for our web application, Simply Online web application, and we added the enable screen sharing feature and attendance automation using face recognition. Coming to the next slide. We consider user stories like total. We consider the user stories product backlog and acceptance criteria like total 9. We created the login and sign up page. As a user, the given user is on the login page. Like he can create his username, password, and he can verify the user IDs. And he can hit. We added the sign up button too, and we created the tables and stored procedures for authentication. Given user is on a login page, when user enters the username and user enters the password, when he clicks the login button, then user should be logging into the web application. Coming to the next slide, we created the APS application program interface for our user sign up and logins. As a developer, we expect a like given host consumes a APIs. When host provides the proper input and APIs, then the API should validate the user and respond with the proper response. Like the user has given fill the proper details. He give the everything like good, uh, not good, everything like good details, like valid details, and we implemented the backend authentication using the JWT token. As a developer, the given host is consuming the login application program interface, then the backend should return with the JWT token. If user credentials are valid, then the integration of the authentication with existing application. As a user, given host is logged in and the host is on the home page. When the user tries to access the application, then the details should be fetched based on the JWT token. When the user when we deploy the whole application on a public server, as a user, the given host is connected to the internet. When the host goes to the URL like simplyonline.com, like web application, then the host should access the Simply Online application. And we added the group chat to our web application. Then the host should see the group chat when the host clicks on the chat icon, and the host should be able to message the group. We added the transcripts like the given host is a online room. When the host clicks on the transcript icon, then the host should see the live captions. Screen share. As the admin, given host is on online application, when the host clicks on the screen share icon, then host should share his screen to whole room. Our sprint 5, coming to our sprint 5 backlog, as you can see, we created the login and sign up pages, created the tables and stored the procedures for authentication, implemented the backend authentication using the JWT token, created the app APIs for users sign up and login, testing the login and sign up features, integration of application with existing application. Coming to our test cases, we consider total 6 scenarios and we expect some result of these scenarios. Like user provides the valid inputs, will sign up to the and will be we allow to the login page. When the user provides the invalid input, it throws the error should be shown to the user that email is not valid. The same thing it applies to the password. When he gives the wrong password, the password it should be thrown like the password is not valid and password doesn't matches. The user provides the valid credentials, user should be logged in and restricted. It allows him to log in the page. And you can see here we have created the user stories and we have given the story points to our task. From here, Raviteja will explain. Thank you.
Hey, hi, this is Ravi. So I'm going to tell about matrices. In this slide, you can view the team velocity report of for the sprint 4 and sprint 5. And this is the report for team historical velocity report for sprint 3 and sprint 4. In this slide, you can view the graph of sprint burn down chart on the scale of 0 to 5 from September 9 to October 1st. In this slide, you can view the committed and completed ratio of for the sprint 5. Committed was 0 and completed was 65. In this slide, you can see the average velocity of last three sprint velocity average on the scale of 0 to 500. The committed was 102 and completed was 398. Retrospective, what went well in our group. Team successfully completed all the planned user stories as or tasks during the sprint. Team ability to quickly identify and resolve the issues blockers during the sprint. What did not go well? Sprint planning did not go well at the beginning, and this made it difficult to allocate resources effectively. What are the action steps? Break down user stories and tasks into the smaller, manageable subtasks. Clearly definite sprint goals, tasks, and priorities. Conduct regular meetings to track the sprint progress. In this view, you can see the sprint 6. You can view the table for the story ID, user story, story point for SIM swim 21, enable scoring sharing future, story points is 20 for SIM sim 39, mark attendance future production development 40 for the sim 40, test live application with many users with 20 points for sim 49, deploy application on public server points of 40 for sim sim 48, add transcript functionality story points is 30. And thank you, and my friend Amma will continue from here.
Yeah, hi all. We have created few APIs to build up the application in our project. The first API is the login API. This API used to log in into our application. This is a post request. The input, the sample input for this API is the mail ID and the password. Once the user successfully logged into our application, the token will be generated. And the second API is the sign up API. This API is used to sign up the user with our application. This is a post request. The inputs for the sign up API is the email ID, username, password, and confirm password. Once the user successfully sign up with our application, it will create a new record. If the email already exists, it will show the error message as email already exists. And another API is the attendance log API. This API retrieve all the list of the services that the end user can avail, and this is a get request type. And this the sample the input for this API is the attendance ID. Once we'll give the attendance ID, it will get all the username, room name, attendance ID, and attendance log ID. And the next API is the join room. This API will this API will use it to join the room. This is also a post request. This is also a post request. The input for this join room is room name. If the room name is exists, it will give the all the room details. And another API is the create room API. This is also a post request. If the input for this create room is username, if the username is already exists, it will join into the room. Otherwise, it will show as error message it doesn't exist. And another API is the start attendance API. This is also a post request. The input for this attendance API is the owner name and the room name. Once you give the room name and the owner name, it will get the all the details of that ID, and it will give the output as created date and time. And the last API is the verify API. This is the get request type. If the user click on the verify button to verify his identity, it will take the input as the capture of his picture. If the user exists in the database, it will verify the user and mark the attendance. Thank you. These are all the APIs that are used in our project. And next one, this is the GitHub link, GitHub link for our project. And the next slide is about the demo link. You can see here. That's it. Thank you so much.